Have you ever felt frustrated because nobody around you see the vision that God has placed in your heart? You're excited and you can see the vision clearly, but everybody else, they don't see it. And if we're honest, sometimes when we're building the vision, the idea that God has placed in our hearts, it can feel lonely. So today we're going to talk about why that loneliness does not mean that you're on the wrong path and why you cannot let other people's lack of understanding stop what God told you to build. So let's talk about it. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Delina, and I'm here to help entrepreneurs unlock their full potential and build the businesses that God has placed in their hearts. Because I believe that we are in business to serve, and when we serve well, success will follow. On this channel, I teach business owners how to stop second guessing, serve their customers with excellence, and I help entrepreneurs build businesses that customers trust, return to, and recommend. So I'm glad you're here today to join me. I hope you're ready to take your business to the next level because we have a great topic today. I know for me as a business owner, sometimes it can feel lonely because God gave me the vision, just like He gave you the vision, the idea. And you are so excited about the idea and vision He's given you for your business. Sometimes it could be you're excited, but it can be disappointing when others around you can't see that vision. And you feel like you're failing or this business does not have the potential to be a success. But I want you to know that's not true. So get your notebook and your pen, and we're going to dive into this today. So let's get started. Today, I want to talk to the person who feels alone in their business. You're showing up, you're constantly building your business, and you're being consistent, you're being encouraged, the motivation is there. Quietly and down inside, you feel misunderstood because God gave you a vision. He gave you an idea to build this business. And not everyone see or understand the vision that He gave you. We understand, we feel that they should understand something that they were never shown. And that's impossible. That's why He gave you. Again, He gave it to you, not them. They can't see what God didn't show them. Let that sink in. You're upset because people don't see what God only revealed to you. And that can feel lonely, especially when you're trying to explain your idea. You're trying to explain your goals. You're trying to explain why you keep going. And people around you respond with doubt, silence. They act confused. They're not excited. If you're not careful, you'll start saying things like, maybe I'm doing too much. Maybe this idea is unrealistic. Maybe I should stop. But I want you to listen to me carefully. Just because people don't understand your vision, it does not mean that your vision and your idea is wrong. It just simply means they were not given the blueprint. God didn't show them the vision. He didn't give them the idea for the business. He gave it to you. So stop expecting people to be excited about something that they were never shown. Next, I want to talk about how vision requires faith. Think about an architect. Before a building exists, the architect already sees it. Other people may just see empty land, a vacant lot, but the architect sees a structure, design, possibility, purpose. And that's what vision is. Vision allows you to see something before it exists. That's why, as entrepreneurs, we have to use our faith. Because if it was already there, it wouldn't require what? Vision or faith. We don't need faith for that. We build our businesses and take our business to the next level. You better believe it's going to require faith. You got to have some faith. Because if you don't, guess what? You're going to give up. You're going to quit. And I don't want to see you do that. And I just don't. And I don't believe you will want to do that. So we got to use our faith. Okay. All right, let's move on. Thank you for watching this video. If it's resonating with you, I want you to subscribe to this channel, give it a thumbs up, and share this video with another entrepreneur friend. And don't you forget to hit that notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. I also would love to hear from you. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me a little bit about yourself. And also, if there are any topics you would love for me to discuss here on this channel, please leave them down in the comment. I want to invite you to go to visit my website at www.inbusinesstoserve.com. Click that resource tab where you will find plenty of resources there to help you build your business with focus, clarity, and intention. Next, we want to talk about why the journey of entrepreneurship feels lonely. This is very important. I want you to get this. Loneliness does not always mean isolation, because sometimes loneliness is part of leadership. Yes, leaders often move first. Builders, sometimes they move first. And visionaries also move first. And moving first can sometimes feel uncomfortable because you may be the first person in your family trying something different, trying something new. And that's going to feel uncomfortable. You're the person stepping outside the familiar. And that's not easy. Many times people won't support what they don't understand. It doesn't mean that they hate your idea or your vision. They just don't see it. They don't understand it. They don't get it. And it's because they can only see based on their own experiences. And if you never seen it before, they might not know how to respond to it. So you hang in there. And remember, you're going to hear me say it over and over. God gave you the vision. He gave you the idea. The main thing is you see it. You believe it. All right, let's move on. As business owners, we cannot build our businesses based on applauses. No. Why? Because they're inconsistent. Some days people will cheer you on, and other times they don't even recognize you at all. And I know that can be discouraging. You have to learn to continue to build your business in both seasons. Because yes, encouragement matters. It does. But you're going to keep going and you're going to keep building in the season that you're getting all the applauses and the encouragement, and also in those seasons where no one is paying you any attention. Especially those who are close to you, your family members, your friends. When all the applauses, all the encouragement is silent, you're going to keep building. And yes, having people believe in you, it just warms the heart. But there will be moments where your faith has to be stronger than your need for validation. And I really want to help somebody with this today. Stop waiting for everybody to understand before you move or you decide to keep going and not give up. Because if you're waiting for universal agreement, you're going to stop or you won't start at all. I want to talk about the loneliness for a moment. You know, we're all on social media, and I follow a lot of business owners, entrepreneurs, and I can stand to be corrected, but I don't recall seeing many of them talk about the challenging side to entrepreneurship. So let's talk about it. Because this part is real. There are moments in business that you just feel emotionally tired. Sometimes you feel like you're carrying this thing all by yourself. And there are times you ask yourself, is it worth it? Should I keep going? Should I keep sacrificing? If I'm being real and you can relate to what I'm saying in the comments, I need an amen. Let's be real about it. I need an amen. I want you also to have the right perspective, because loneliness does not mean punishment. It doesn't mean that you're being punished or you've done something wrong. No, because guess what? There's another way to look at it. Sometimes loneliness is preparation. You're in a preparation season. In this season, you will realize how your mindset begin to grow and change. Yes, you're becoming more disciplined. So sometimes God would have us in these lonely seasons to build us, to change us, who we are, so that we can become the entrepreneur, the business owner He desires us to be. Because by now, I know this is an assignment we're on. Because again, we are in business to what? To serve. Sometimes God will allow us to be in these quiet seasons so that our confidence becomes rooted in Him and not people, not for the validation and not for all the applauses. But no, our confidence is in Him. Our faith is in Him. What happens when no one is watching you, paying you any attention? Now what? You give up? You stop? No, we're not going to stop. We're going to do what? Keep going. Have you ever felt that tug in your heart? Like there is more for you to do? You should be doing more? Then this course is for you. This is not about hustle. It's not about grinding. It's about building the business that God placed in your heart on purpose and for a purpose. I believe that we are not in business just to make money, but we are in business to serve. And when we serve well, He will make sure that we succeed well. Enroll now in this transformative, the 40-minute course to gain clarity, overcome fear, and confidently take your next step. To access this course, click the link down below. We have to decide that we're going to keep building anyway, even in that quiet season. That's not the time to isolate ourselves. No, we need positive people around us. We need a great community supporting us. We need that encouragement. And I want to encourage you with something else. Some people who do not understand now may understand later. Sometimes people just need to see the fruit before they understand the vision. And when I say fruit, I'm saying sometimes they have to actually see it manifest before they become a believer. So don't you be wasting your energy trying to convince everybody. No, use that energy to build your business or to start that business. Build quietly if necessary. Build consistently and build faithfully, because eventually those results is going to speak, and they're going to speak loud. I have something here in my office. Let me grab it. And I'm going to take a picture of this. I'll put it on the screen so you can really see it. And it says, and I keep this here so that I can always reflect and remind myself to do this. It says, work hard in silence. Let success make the noise. So we want to work hard and we want to move in silence and let that success make the noise, because those who are not believers, I promise you, they will eventually become a believer. And let me also say this. Do not compare your journey to somebody else's timeline. Some businesses grow quickly, some grow slowly, but growth is still growth. And many times, slow growth builds strong foundations. So don't allow social media to make you feel like you're behind. No, I don't want you to do that. I want you to focus on your assignment, your obedience, and your calling. That's where your focus should be. Not on what someone else is doing, how they're doing it. No. When you start doing this and looking at someone else, you get out of position. It kind of slow your momentum down. You want to stay focused. Stay on your assignment. And know He already gave you everything you need to do it. To leave you with this. You are not doing too much. You're not crazy for believing in your vision and the idea that God has put in your heart for your business. You are simply carrying a vision that everybody else cannot see yet. And that's okay, because clarity, the vision was given to you and not the crowd. Stop shrinking your vision for your business to make other people feel comfortable. And stop talking yourself out of what God has given you. By faith, keep moving forward. And remember, the people that you are called to serve, they're connected to your obedience. All right, let's bring this all together. If you're building your business and it feels lonely, I want you to remember, don't mistake loneliness for failure. Stop waiting for everybody to understand you. Understand your vision. Understand the idea that God has placed in your heart for your business. And you want to trust what God showed you, regardless whether they see it or not. And keep building even in quiet seasons when everything else is quiet. You're not getting the applauses, you're not getting the encouragement. You keep building, keep going, and let your faith become stronger than your need for validation. I'm going to say that again. Let your faith become stronger than your need for validation. I want to thank you again for watching this video. I pray that you are encouraged, inspired. I pray that you have gained the clarity and insight you need to either start your business or to take your business to the next level and build the business that God has placed in your heart. I want you to continue to build this business with confidence and faith, and know that God gave you the vision. He gave you the idea to build this business into a sustainable business so that you will impact your family, your friends, your community, and hopefully people around the world. I want you to stay focused, continue to serve, and I want you most of all to keep winning. And I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget, subscribe to this channel and give me a thumbs up. I love you guys. Bye.